Hello everyone. Today what I'm going to describe is about how to memorize the Korean word very easily. Okay, in English, what I try to say is that each and every word has the subject, verb, adjective, and so on. So does it Korean. Korean word also has the word as a verb. But when according to the non-native speakers, when they try to learn English language as a first time, in some cases I feel very difficult about how to memorize with the word as a verb or adjective and everything. But Korean word is a very easy to memorize. So all you need to do is that whenever the word that ends with the hada or ta, that we could able to describe the word as verb. So it's very easy to analyze about how to memorize it. Okay, let's try to go for next page. So as I described on the first passage, according to Korean verb, it says in English, definitely most of the English words have a verb, adjective, and so on. So does the Korean. So I can able to say that Korean is very easy to memorize in English. Okay, let me try to give example with the next page. So whenever we try to analyze a word as a Korean verb, generally the word that ends with hada or ta, we could able to understand this is the Korean verb. Okay, this is the Korean the vocabulary, so that it's very easy to understand. Okay, let me try to repeat one by one. 읽다, 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 읽다. So whenever we try to understand about the word as 읽다, 읽다 means to read. So whenever the word that ends with 읽다 or ta, then that means it describes the word as a verb. Okay, I'm going to give example with the similar vocabularies which is related with the Korean word. There is a word called 읽다 and 읽다, and there is a word called 있다. Whenever we try to understand about these three different kinds of vocabularies, what I'm able to say is that these kind of pronunciations are quite similar. So whenever we try to pronounce these words, some foreigners might feel very complicated to understand about how to memorize this word. Okay, let's try to repeat this word one by one. 읽, 읽다, 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 읽다. So whenever we try to understand about the three differences about the 읽다 and 읽다, 읽다 means read, 읽다 means cook, ripe, 읽다 means forget. That's what we try to describe about them. These are three examples, right? So I just tried to describe about these kind of three confusion language vocabularies in Korean. So I think that it's very easy to understand about this. Okay, let's try to go for the next one. 먹다, 먹다. Okay, so what do you mean by word as a 먹다? 먹다 means to eat. So whenever we try to analyze this word, whenever the word that ends with ta, then it becomes as a verb. But if we try to understand the word as 먹 means to eat, right? Okay, let's try to go for next page. Okay, it's very important to practice about these vocabularies. Okay, let's try to repeat this word one by one. 읽다, 읽다. What's 읽다? 읽다 means read. Okay, let's try to go for the next one. 먹다, 먹다. Okay, what do you mean by whereas 먹다? 먹다 means to eat. Okay, let's try to go for the next one. 자다, 자다. What do you mean by whereas 자다? 자다 means sleep, right? 마시다, 마시다. 마시다 means drink. 공부하다, 공부하다. What do you mean by word as 공부하다? 공부하다 means to study. Let's try to go for next one. 요리하다, 요리하다. Okay, what do you mean by word as 요리하다? 요리하다 means to cook, right? So as you can see, whenever the word that the ends excuse me. I just tried to describe it. So whenever the word that ends with ta, then that means it describes a word as a verb. Okay, so today what I'm going to describe you about is that we're going to discuss about the present continuous. Okay, in English, we do have the word that has with the present continuous. For example, there's a sample that the present continuous is like is eating. So whenever we try to understand what is eating, the sentence could be analyzed as the be verb plus ing, right? Okay. So let's also definitely, so one of the word that ends with the haguita means to do something, right? Okay, let's try to go for next page. These are the examples of the present continuous in Korean. Okay, let's try to repeat this word one by one. 읽고 있다, 읽고 있다, 먹고 있다, 먹고 있다, 자고 있다, 자고 있다, 운동하고 있다, 운동하고 있다, 샤워하고 있다, 샤워하고 있다. Okay, so whenever we try to understand the word as 읽고 있다 means, 뭐뭐 하고 있다 means something that we try to describe as a present things. So as you can see the words like 읽고 있다, 뭐뭐 하고 있다, 자고 있다, 뭐뭐 하고 있다, 샤워하고 있다, it describes as be verb plus ing, right? So these are the basic expressions that we can able to understand about the present continuous, okay? Alright, this is for today's class. Okay, thank you for listening. So I'm going to see you in another on the lesson. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.